Let's Burn with Brigands presents
The Wheel of Death.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Let's Burn with Brigands versus Probably a Mistake in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Couldn't even say that last word, Roger Rabbit. Can you solve the mystery, or will you burn up before you have a chance to do that? I think if I just get to Judge Doom, then I'm going to call this a victory. I just want to put that out there right now, because I remember that boss being ridiculously difficult. Anyway, we have a couple choices on the wheel for this one, which are specific to this game, which will dictate how often we down increasingly spicy hot sauce. We have either getting a piece of the wheel, we need to collect all the pieces in order to beat the game. And then secondly, the other option, Roger gets caught by the weasels, whoever the bad guys. I'm overdue for seeing that movie, so don't ask me any trivia about that movie. But anyway, let's spin the wheel, find out what the rule is going to be for this one. And this is every time Roger gets caught. That's probably the worst of the two. There's a max of 4 will pieces here in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so, you know, okay. Let's get that rule up on the board and get into some Who Framed Roger Rabbit here on Let's Burn with Brigands. All right, let's get the rule up on the board. Let's get me up on the board. Let's get the game up on the board. Haven't played this since we did our Video Games 101 class on this. This being Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Let's start a new game. I did refer to that class ahead of this just to give myself some pointers, so this will either be an excellent endorsement for Video Games 101, at least that class, or I do remember from that, or I did learn from that you can get a bunch of wallets early on, so that'll be useful. So we can buy some stuff. All right, let's go to the shop, which is, I think it's just north of here, actually. And remember, can you help me? I cannot help you. Like just throwing a crowbar at a lock. Eddie Valiant's way of getting in. This building's empty. Thank you, unusually well-informed man. I just even know what I'm looking for. All right, so if they catch Roger right there, those weasels, that would trigger our first Let's Burn round. Can you help me? Try searching this building. Does he like regret that when we immediately start going through his sock drawer, through the mouse hole in the wall? Oh, flashlight, nice. Those are some pointy breasts. Can you help me? Yes, this building is empty. Did you steal my flashlight? Then yes, there's nothing left of interest. I think this is the shop up here. More crowbars? Yep, here we go. I think they always have TNT at the start. We'll need that to get into Toontown later. All right. Let's just go block by block. Trying to find some supplies that we need on the to-do list. On the need list. Ooh, bombs are important. Always important to grab whatever's right in front of someone before you ask them again. All right. Why did you have bombs, citizen? Should I follow up with you later? Ooh, the password. Nice. You can talk to Jessica Rabbit now. Did you get that garbage in the hallway? Yes. Yeah, this building's empty. Makes me laugh. All right, if the vulture steals Roger, that's a death, essentially. Ooh, there's the detonator to go with our dynamite. We'll need some cheese to lure that rat away. Mental note that the detonator is next to the shop up here. Yeah, plenty of Sacco in this game. Love it. As much as I think people give this game garbage, hassle it, give it a bad name, it's kind of interesting. I don't mind it. It's very difficult because of the sheer number of things that can kill you. Is there anything here? Thought so. Oh, you're just talking about the dynamite out front. Okay. Sometimes they don't refer to that as being part of the build. Ooh, all right. I don't like those red rats that sneak up on you right at the start.
Can you help me?
Okay. Immediately go through her underwear drawer. It's your rattle, ma'am. Yes, you took my rattle. She says it with, oh, there's a rattle outside as well, see? That's an instance where the building was empty, but there was something outside, but she said it was empty still, but anyway.
Can I come in?
What's the password?
Walt sent me.
Like the monkey suit, smart Alec. We got any roses for Jessica? No?
Can you help me?
Find my phone number. I think it's over here, right? 1-800-232-3324, which is now like a health insurance number or something. Yeah, someone trying to make a buck. Fun fact, it was an adult chat line in between it being a hint line for this game and being some sort of health insurance related type dealy. No! Ooh, spring shoes. Yes, please. We'll need those to get pieces of the will.
Can you help me?
Never gets old. I don't know why it makes me laugh so much. Just somehow that guy's... Every stranger we talk to is just perfectly keyed in. Well, not every stranger. Some say, no, I can't help you. And I appreciate that when it happens.
Can you help me?
Empty. Music to my... I almost like to hear that more than there's something in this building, because then I gotta work. Then I gotta search everything. Yeah, Jackal knows.
Can you help me?
Try searching this building. Did you get the fishbone from the trash outside?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, this building's empty. That was the only thing worthwhile. No one, ooh, heart. This is for, what's her name? The lady in the hint lady. Not to be confused with Jessica Rabbit, who's also a hint lady in this game. Yeah, the obvious question you think would always be... I think we get 4 apiece. Would be, what are you doing in my apartment? Get out of here. Or hearts. Always pick that up and then ask, can you help me? Figured. This was a relatively profitable building. Give us a heart and a crowbar. And now I'm starting to already forget about which... Alright, so that's... Does this guy have anything new to sell me? Or are you still pushing dynamite? Flashlight. Are these finite? Yeah, they are. Might as well buy another one. I only need 2 if I'm doing it right. Anything out front? Not so much. Did I hit 4? Did I just come from 14? I need to write these down.
Can you help me?
Alright. Let's head more to the, oh. That's the top of, LA. Got that early rare music. This might have been a David Wise right here, actually. There's the red dog. Means it's instant death if it touches you, but it's not guarding anything. It's guarding an area, but there's nothing that it's actually guarding. A lot of times you just find stuff in the hall. Yeah, everyone's got very pointy chests. All the ladies.
Can you help me?
Empty. Good. Before he would go on to the heights of the Donkey Kong Country series, Mr. David Wise. Empty. Another shop around here somewhere. Town's not that big, but... Check the dumpsters. People on the streets usually aren't that knowledgeable. There you go, fishbone from the trash can outside. I love it. And the outside people usually aren't as helpful and or knowledgeable. Do that. David Wise, good look. Yeah, I'm sure Fluff mentioned that. Done and done. It's like the Beatles when they were still doing like the Hard Day's Night stuff. You know, it was really good, but before, you know, knowing the heights they would reach with like a Sgt. Pepper or something like that. Just a few years later. David Wise, little did he know. The suck. I hate how long it takes to get to your fist. That should always just be available. I'm not sure what button that would be, but there you go. Or you should be able to pause the game and cycle through your inventory. Another fishbone in the garbage. That's good for getting the cats out of the way, but we haven't seen any guard cats yet. Anything on the streets? Anything in the hallway? All right. First hit, first damage.
Can you help me?
Yeah, but I get lazier as the game goes on. Guess I'll start on the right side. Everyone's just content for Eddie Valiant to pop into their hotel room, start looking around, going through all their stuff. Always forget if the... Oh, Rose for Jessica. And yet there's more. Probably not in the same room. Just trying to stay out of... Oh, there we go. Another bomb.
Can you help me?
Did you get the bomb in the hallway?
Yes.
Okay, then you're good. I haven't gotten caught yet. That would have been a good alternative as well, actually. Having the every time that weasel shows up on the yeah, they come out of nowhere, those meow meows. So if it was guarding something we wanted, we just drop the fishbone. That would get the cat out of the way. Because cats apparently love fish bones. As Blaze mentioned, I think you would think they would prefer them with the meat on the fish bones, but...
Can you help me?
Thank God. Alright, what am I still waiting for? We can go up north. We have everything we need. We have the flashlight, we got the spring shoes, and we got the rattle, so we can get the piece of the will from both of the caves right now. So 2 of the 4 pieces of the will can be had right now. We're waiting on that detonator for the other 2, and to get that, we will need some cheese, as mentioned. So we got a nasty mouse / rat guarding the detonator. Getting a lot of mileage out of that one painting.
Can you help me?
Cool. Yeah, add Bob Hoskins to the list of actors here. Like, he was British? $24. Anything in the hall?
Can you help me?
Sorry, I cannot. We're starting to get into the back half of the game. where people become less helpful. But they apologize. I think it was a mouse guarding the detonator, but I could be wrong. In which case we need some meat. I think we might have some meat, but I think it was a big mouse. Big rat. I don't think I've seen a red dog yet. Is this all that was in here, this rose? No, it was not. You got some cheese in this mouse? Oh, yeah, you do. Fantastic. All right, we can get the detonator now. We're all good. We can check in with Jessica on the way out of town. And see if... there's a cat. We could use the fishbone to get the whistle for Benny, but... yeah. It's a time saver sometimes, but... it's not that big of a deal if you know where you're going. I'm gonna bet on us. All right, let's head back to that general vicinity. We could stop by and see. Yeah. So there's the rat. Now that we got the cheese, drop this. Grab the detonator. All right, so now we can access Toontown. Stop off and see Jessica. Tell us something we already know, but it's just fun to actually be able to interact with her. Man, she loves those roses. Can you help me? Look for a will in a cave above the top tunnel. All right, that's my next destination. Let's go to the hills, shall we? Oh, there's the weasels. See if they catch up to us. I don't mind slowing down because we get some extra speed once they're on our tail. Like that kind of simulated delay too to give it a little bit of depth. Just playing those same notes a bit. Get in my way, a-hole. Trying to praise David Wise's composition here. All right, so we got a couple tunnels directly southwest. Here's the first one. Ah, yes, fantastic. All right, this is tricky. Let's get out of the way of this giant bug.
Can you help me? I lost my rattle on my tail.
Hop across the gap. Careful not to fall into the hole. Man, that is... oh, am I stuck in it? Okay. Scared the hell out of me there. I thought I was stuck in that bush. All right, that is as quickly as I've ever gotten that piece of the will. Here in the hills. All right, let's stop off and check this cave at least. Can we go 2 for 2 on falling ass backwards in luck into the early will pieces? Snakes are a little dangerous. They move quite urgently. Ooh. That move was necessary. That buzzard was, yeah, wow, 2 for 2. It's gonna be a speed run of this game for me. I'd ask how the snake and Roger hover over that gap. This isn't Toontown, but I guess Toon rules still apply. Toon logic. Tell it's 2020X because it feels more like when I see the WI, I'm like, oh good, there's the Wi-Fi password. No, we have half of the will. Somehow every piece of the will has the WI on it. And yet they're all quarters. Quit hitting my car. Haven't run into any of the, Roger hasn't gotten caught yet, is what I'm trying to say. Let's just stay in the car. Here we go. All right. Pause. There's one.
It's the first round
Formosa here.
of
as I try to come up with a snappy answer to this joke/riddle. A punchline.
Maybe quit your channel.
These very well-dressed weasels. Well, the one on the right is well-dressed. Unbusted. What's the cure for water on the brain? Tap on the head? Oh, yeah. You're safe, Roger. Some of those jokes still hold up. As I think I mentioned in the class, they're dad jokes, you know? And luckily those are very much in. Spring shoes. Wearing a pair of spring shoes. All right, let's just go to Toontown, I guess. No reason not to. Oop. Gonna catch Roger again. Quick succession. Nope. To Toontown we go. Happiest place on... Wait, that's Disneyland. I'm invincible in my car. Like Ben on his bike from Full Throttle. No one can stop me. But they try. Where are you guys driving? Alright, so there are two pieces of the will here in Toontown. They're probably going to be in clear, plain sight, though. They might be in a room, but I don't think I'm going to have to dig through anything to find them. Alright, don't get used to that in Toontown. People aren't as helpful. I don't want to go through every drawer. The tunes are usually more helpful than the people are, in my experience. Can you help me? Thank you. Keep going west. Jeez. Gotta keep your guard up. Gotta be alert for some of these screens. Can you help me? F you too. Gold mirrors? They windows into the people's apartments? I understand. What am I seeing here? Socko weasel here in a second. Yeah, I think I'm done looking through stuff for the most part. If we find, we gotta, all right, on the to-do list, cigars and baseballs. That's one hell of a shopping list, but that's what we need right now. We need the baseball to get into the factory where we fight Judge Doom, and we need the cigars to fight Judge Doom with a bit more ease. Like I said, there we go, hell yeah. That was easy. It's right there in the middle of the hall. Anything else? You got any cigars out? No. All right then. So we got 3/4 of the will, and the last piece is going to be up around Judge Doom's warehouse. In fact, if I went back and talked to either Heart Lady or Jessica Rabbit, they would tell me, try searching. Not try search, they said the last piece of the will, or the next piece of the will is in a building near Judge Doom's factory, so. And there's kind of like a threshold, a cutoff point. Oh, there's a baby, whatever. Got a Doom and you have the well. Got anything fancy in here? What's that baby's name? Anybody? All the Sockos. All right. Back into Benny. There's a little one-off building over here, I think. I think if you go up and to the left, that's how you carry on to the next area. Cigars, baseballs. The baseball will be in plain view. I'm not so sure about the cigars.
Can you help me?
Thank you. Baby Herman. Excellent. Thank you. As I said, I'm overdue for watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's on the to-do list. Alright, so west of that massive building... It's wacky when those weasels are tailing you. Got anything, kitty? No. Yeah, I still haven't seen the dog. The diseased dog. I like to prefer to think of them as having rabies or something. That's why they got the red. Alright. Does that mean you got, like, cigars and stuff? Custard pie. I don't really care about the custard pie. Bombs and cigars. That's the only thing that's going to help me against Judge Doom. And calling back to Gary's boss beaters. This music feels very much like Anticipation. My favorite board games for the NES. Well, yes, my favorite board game. How many board games were on the NES? But just kind of party games for the NES. Also rare, also David Wise, I believe, composed. That kind of bass rhythm and then the lead. There you go, there's a rabbit dog. Bingo. Bingo was his name, and Rabbit was his case, though. I don't know.
Can you help me?
Cigar in the hall? Nope. Cigar in the drawer? Portable hole. Very Anticipation. And the boots? Kind of remind you of like the high heels with no legs in them. One of the pieces, if you will. From Anticipation. We need to do a class on that game, just for fun. Just when we need an easy week at some point on Video Games 101. The Anticipation class. That's how you know I've had a bad week, when you see that class. Professor, we need a new class, just do Anticipation. Just lose. Sound get funky? Like I lost. Punching glove. You think the boxing glove would be good against Christopher Lloyd? Yeah, whenever the volume whenever my headphones come out, it mucks up the everything usually. Good call. Alright. This little block of houses here. Nope. You want to dance, Weasel? Hold on, let me go through my 1,000 items. My online retailer's worth of inventory items. Hell yeah. Pop in the face, Weasel! Something very satisfying about skyrocketing that weasel across the screen.
Can you help me?
Yeah, even the tunes are becoming less helpful. The closer you get to Doom's factory. Don't make me search. You around? I can't leave. Can't go anywhere. I was gonna say, taking your time, Weasel. Pop. Yeah, I feel like you'd be on round 6 or something by now if we were doing, if we were going by Hans. If that were the rule. There we go. There's the baseball. I knew they wouldn't hide that one away. It's too important. All right. So we just need to find that last piece of the will now, and we're good to go. Sweet. With an optional, I'd like to find some cigars, if possible. I don't think I've ever played this game and had a run where there have been instances of those rabid animals guarding nothing. It's just that one rabid rat defending the detonator, which we needed, which we bribed him with, the cheese. But other than that, they've been guarding nada. Cigar. 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 Cigar! About to make the close but no cigar joke, but we have a cigar. Alright. So we gotta find the last piece of the will now. We should go up to the magic building as well. Again? Good lord. Might be to offset the weasels that are trying to catch Roger. Actually. What? Full butter. No death run has been compromised. Whatever. I don't care. Let's go to the real part of Toontown. Something very enjoyable about driving Benny around. We didn't get the gun, but I don't think I can use that on Judge Doom. I think it's just... It just might not do a lot of damage, I don't remember, but... It's the bomb and the cigar and a good strategy. All of which I have. The music changed up once we crossed over that threshold. Forgot about that. One more piece. Alright, so now that we are at north of that threshold, I think this qualifies as the buildings near Judge Doom's place. I'm still thinking it's going to be in the hall, but be careful not to get run over. It's going to be out front of the building or in a hall. Could be in one of the room again. Yeah, we'd definitely be on Melinda by now. Maybe not definitely, but we'd be closer to Melinda by now. So satisfying. All right, Roger, we got you. Let's just check all the rooms. There's not that many buildings around here. I think check the halls. There's another string of a couple buildings that are more to the left of the factory. I guess there's one more isolated place up here. No. Be like on one of the end rooms. Trying to do broad strokes before we buckle down. Oh, another one. Not only our second one. What's this riddle gonna be? This is Palo Alto Firefighters Habanero Pepper Sauce. Not a riddle. Just a delicious sauce, which represents round 2. And let's burn with Brigands. What's the riddle? What did one rose say to the other rose? Something about a bud, right? Hello, bud. That one weasel look like it's showing off its butt. Haven't been here yet. These have purple mirrors. It's just like reflecting the carpet. I don't really understand what we're seeing here. Nothing in the hall. One last building. And we're gonna start fine-tooth combing it. Usually I don't have to work this hard to find that final piece. We've had good luck with the first 3 pieces, honestly, but... And yeah, that's the edge. Yeah, we got the magic buildings. Those are in the north east. Up this way. Panning around. It's like a variation on the Looney Tunes theme. Couple magic buildings here. Magical building! Alright, let's find somewhere quiet where we can do our magic. By which I mean, no, this isn't quiet. By which I mean duplicate our cigar. If we don't get to it in time. Let's go over here in the corner. I like it doesn't even cost you when you use it here, which is a boon. There we go. Cigar. And 9 is the max. Magical building. Alright, we're good on cigars now. I think we're good on bombs too. We got 8 of those. Good enough. There's one more magical building up here. I don't believe the will ever appears in the magical buildings. That's definitely the sound effect, or adjacent to the sound effect, which they used in the rare developed Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy games. Like they use that Wheel of Fortune when you land on the a special spin or so, like the free spin, and in Jeopardy, I think when you find the daily double, I think that's the sound that plays. Like Roger's walk. No, Roger. Costing us. Actually, yeah, in the limited times I've played that Snake Rattle and Roll as well. That is, it's so hot. Burning my hands up. How many times can I make that joke? How many more episodes we got this season? Lloyd and Fred's. Comes out quick with a bite. That is tasty. What do we got? What tuba can't you play? The tuba toothpaste. That was always in the alpha slot. I'm assuming everyone's going to try these out tomorrow. What tuba can't you play? A tuba toothpaste. I already checked this one, right? Pretty sure I did. If I hit everything? If I go... Yeah. That's the factory. We need that last piece, though. Now we're just falling into him left and right. All right, we'll give you at least one more to try out tomorrow at whatever you end up doing tomorrow. Secret aardvark sauce. One more funny joke. Hell yeah. All right, what do we got? What's worse than raining cats and dogs? Palm trees that come out at night. Hailing Benny the Cab? With 0 on the timer. Good lord. Whew. That was a stretch. I mean, I get it, but can you help me? Oh, thank you. If more tunes would be as helpful as you, I could cross more of these very finite number of buildings off the list. It's really, there's only 4 more buildings to check. I've already been in this one, I know, but let's start checking the rooms. More cigars. Again, I don't think I need to, like, check drawers and stuff for it. I think it's just going to be clearly visible once I enter. We got one more building above us. Looks like Jeff Goldblum or Steve Jobs or something. That's the way he dressed. No. Sweet. There she is. 4 for 4. All right. Let's, so, as I said, this is a victory. Beating Judge Doom will just be a very large cherry on top. All right. So that was our last round of hot sauce. So they worked out to be the same in the end, 4 and 4. Whatever rule we had pulled. Fetch. 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 Normally I do this in the middle of the screen. Fetch. Fetch. Oh, this boss sucks. What a terrible final boss. All right, let's just try rubbing up on him with some cigars. Gotta lean into it, Chris Lloyd. Terrifying, by the way. Seeing that as a child. With those effects. All right, and the bomb as well. He gets more distance when he gets all rigid like that. All right, it's all fists from here on out. There's our health on the right. There's his on the left. Oh, let's settle in. This could take a while. And that's if we're successful. This will be over quickly if we lose. The important thing Gary mentioned is he doesn't go past this ladder. So, if we kind of bait him over here, and then just like lure him into doing a punch, and then quickly following up with a punch of our own, that's probably the best strategy. Again, you can come out a little bit further. Just to the left of that ladder. Right there. Alright. Well, now that you've made the fatal mistake of showing me how far you can go to the right, Judge Doom, I feel like I got this. Here we go. Bait the attack. That thing's never gonna hit me. I can get out of the way in time. Yeah, I know there is. If you can keep the full bar And there is that very difficult to replicate rhythm. I've tried it. I tried it in anticipation of our class on this game. And you can get a lot of hits in very quickly and kind of stun lock him. You have to stun lock him. Difficult as that is in its own right, because he can break out of most anything with that big punch of his own, the one where he can go rigid like that and shoot out whatever that's meant to be. Something from the movie that I can't remember. It's a good punch. Yeah, should we drop the rose or the heart? Seduce him? Let's try a different strategy, Eddie. Now this is the move. This is getting it done, slow and steady. I don't know what Rare was thinking with this boss, because the rest of the game, much more enjoyable than this, I have to say, having just played it. And then there's the dip, the little matter of the dip. Give you that one, Judge. Just because I like you in Back to the Future. He's trying to bait me. I know what he's trying to do. You think I'm stupid. Yeah, the dip is, you have a very small window to attack him with the dip. Get down that ladder, get in position, and fire away with the dip. It is difficult. Which is why I already claimed victory. Much like cowards do. I'm happy with this, though, man. Haven't played this game in whenever we did the class on it. But that was a good refresher. Revisiting. Rewatching that class. It's a 5-minute battle. Probably already been 5 minutes. Sloppy on my part. Got him down to Strenoth. Looks like Strenoth right now. At least David Wise makes this bearable. Even if it does get a little repetitive. I like the tempo changes. That's kind of a nice touch. You can get that in a lot of games. A lot of pieces. String H. We got this. Come on. Just because it hasn't worked the last 30 punches doesn't mean it's not going to work now. String T. Forget how low we need to get him before he goes down. It's not the worst idea to, like, administer the final blow when he's against that left wall to give yourself more room to maneuver. Then he has more room he has to cover, more ground he has to cover before he pops up. When you're showering him with the schmooze. What you mean, dip? Or was it smooze? Schmooze? My Little Pony. Nothing can stop the schmooze. It's dragging this out. Dip just seems like a delightful ranch, something to accompany a crudité. Spraying him down with it. No, my diet! A carrot. So close. It can be a little sloppy. Yeah, and then he's just invincible when he's in his windup. That's what makes this so difficult. He's usually invincible for most of this fight. He's very unpredictable. A very fine window to Sacco him. There's a lot of Saccos. Ace Harding. That's the man we need right now. One or two more punches ought to do it. And then the moment of truth. Taking his time back there. Trying to bait me in like I've been baiting him for the last... He's been paying attention. Like immediately as soon as I walk in, Roger gets captured. It's like, how'd you beat me in here and manage to get captured? I was walking in front of you. Say I'll take him against the wall. That would be give me more wiggle room there to administer the dip. Whatever you want to do. On now, you're in my bar now. You want me to get you over to the right side? That ought to do it. Like it's like literally one more punch. One more actual punch that which he's not invincible. One more full punch. Keep moving the goalposts. There it is. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. He doesn't start stirring until you pick this up. Now you gotta like quickly transition to it. Come on down and spray it down. Yes! Looked like Walter White there for a second. Double victory. Be a bad time to press B with the dip cannon in your hands. Toontown is saved and remains in the hands of its rightful owners, the Toons. So lazy. All right, that is a win. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you. And check the description of this video to see what song is playing right now.